What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So I have been a fan of the Bad Batch for a long time now. I was one of the few people that watched the unfinished animations for the Bad Batch arc way before the final season of Clone Wars was even announced. It was a very interesting experience because everyone kind of looked like zombies. But regardless, I really grew to enjoy the team like so many other people now do, and here we are years later with the Bad Batch getting their own show in just a couple days. Now I thought it would be awesome to join in on the hype and make a video talking about my ideal minifigures for the team. And to get the elephant out of the room, I know LEGO is making a set based off the show, and that pictures may or may not be floating around the internet of said set. But in this video, we are going to be completely ignoring that set leak. This is just my take on the Bad Batch team and how I personally would like to see them in LEGO form. So firstly, we are going to be looking at skin tone. Most of you remember the fact that the clones finally got an updated skin tone with last summer's 501st Battle Pack. We got a darker skin color to better represent Temuera Morrison's skin tone, something I think makes the minifigures a lot more accurate. But in my opinion, the Bad Batch team members have varying skin tones, because they aren't all just direct Jango Fett clones. So here is the skin tones I would have the minifigures produced with. You'll see Hunter and Wrecker have the newly introduced skin tone, but the other three don't. Obviously, this is just personal preference. I could see other people saying otherwise on this one, and I completely understand where they're coming from. But we also have Echo, who has a pure white skin tone, which is probably the choice in this video I am the least confident on. The only reason he has such a pale skin tone is because I think it's important to emphasize the fact he's very pale compared to the rest of the team, due to his extended period of time in a Bacta tank. And the pure white skin tone is the only way I could see it being done well, but I could see that method being extreme in a lot of people's minds. Next up, we have hair pieces. Firstly, you'll notice that Echo and Wrecker don't have hair pieces. I don't think anyone will have a problem with that choice. But then we have the rest of the team. Hunter is using the Last Jedi Luke hairpiece, also found on Sirius Black, and he'd have a printed headband in this scenario. I think my choice for his hairpiece is the one that works the best here. In fact, I believe it's pretty much perfect. The other hairpiece choices for Crosshair and Tech I don't love quite as much, but I certainly think they do the job and are the best available option. Lastly, we have helmets. Ideally, everyone on the team would have new helmets except Wrecker and Hunter. Wrecker could just use the Iron Man helmet LEGO has been using for a couple of years now. I think the shaping works well, and it would be a really nice surface to get all that complex printing onto. And of course, Hunter could just use the regular clone helmet LEGO has been using for almost a decade now, nothing new there. But those are the three main elements for the Bad Batch figures. But there are a couple specialized pieces that I think would need to be used for certain figures. Firstly, I think Echo should utilize the Justice League Cyborg arm with some sort of appendage at the end. That mold is one of LEGO's coolest, and it has been criminally underused, so it would be awesome to see it here in a spot that works so well. Lastly, I think Wrecker needs an extra armor piece, like the Batman vs Superman armored Batman figure. A lot of people want him to be a big fig, but guys, come on, he's not exactly that big. But that closes out my ideal Bad Batch figure breakdown. In my opinion, if LEGO ends up doing anything different than this, they are just doing it wrong, plain and simple. But what are your guys' thoughts? How would you change my ideas? Let me know in the comments. And while you are down there, feel free to like the video if you enjoyed. And if you are new here, feel free to subscribe so you don't miss any of my other LEGO Star Wars videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you soon.